It's the Fots.
You heard.
And we back at it.
You know what I'm saying? Like a crack addict, corporate
Yeah,
billboard.
because I was told I couldn't say certain things, so we're just back at it on these billboard streets.
Yeah. And I'm trying to speak louder.
Yeah, we have to speak louder.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, he said my voice is fine.
No, he said you're fine. I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I have an issue.
Yeah,
I have an issue.
I think I have that Barry White effect, you know.
Like a magazine,
You know
bunch
what
of
I mean?
issues.
Yeah.
You heard? I'm out here, bars. Sorry.
Now John's hating because I said I got the Barry White effect.
Yeah,
This guy's
John's reading the
crazy.
manual to learn how to shoot pops.
Don't hate, my guy. Jesus.
Yo.
But yo, what's good though?
I'm happy that we got Juan Soto. I know it's not a sports pod, but I'm sitting here. I'm sorry. I have to say
You had to throw that in there.
I have to say it. That's it. That's it. I had to get it out.
Juan Soto.
Juan
Shout out
Soto.
to you, my guy.
You know what I mean? Welcome.
What? Yeah.
We got Penil. We got all that for you over here, bro. We in the
And
Bronx.
like my man, but we don't have, you know, what did Ken say? Purple.
Oh yeah. See, we don't want to get into that. We can't do that on this pod.
No, we can't do it on the phone.
Puerto Rican Dominican.
Okay, cool.
We love all food.
Well, yeah, we love all foods.
In portions.
Except for purple potato salad. But anyway, but yeah.
Yo, but we here, bro.
But we here, man. We
Right
back
next
at-
to each other, so you know what happens.
Yeah, we're. I mean, hey yo, but yeah, when happened? Hey,
Yo, no, we
please.
I made a joke about John. I think that might be me. I am the pause patrol. I definitely pause it.
But yeah, I mean, when we have a chair, it means we have a guest.
You know what I mean? And it's a special guest.
Yeah, we always have a
Special guest.
I mean, all of our guests are special.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they all are in different fields.
Yeah. I'm excited about today's.
Today, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is direct talking to certain things that we touch on a lot.
100% on what we do, and like I said, prior to your relationship with
Yeah,
him,
yeah,
pause.
Yeah.
I knew about him. I was a fan of what he did.
For sure.
So I'm excited from a marketing standpoint
To have that conversation.
You know what I mean? I have this convo, bro.
Yeah, so
what I
you
mean?
know.
So hopefully he'll come sometime.
Yeah, let's
soon,
see, man.
pause. And you know, we'll see.
Yeah, I just, you know, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, this is definitely going to be one of those conversations that move the needle.
You know what I mean? And we all about moving the needle. We ain't DJs, you know what I'm saying? But
Yo,
we
man.
see, here he is.
Here he is.
Who is this?
What up?
What's good? Yo, what's good, man?
It is he.
I'm good.
Yeah, man, let's have a seat, man. Let's
Yo,
have a
what's good,
seat,
bro?
my guy.
What's going on?
Yes.
Yo, gents, I don't know if you heard the intro, what I said, bro. Yeah, I was saying, I'm gonna tell you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, let you know, like I've been a fan of yours prior to knowing that Don knew you, and as far as from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah.
So, again, I told you off camera, I appreciate you being there. But I gotta tell you on camera, because you know what I'm saying? Some people say stuff behind the scenes, and
They don't say it on
They don't
camera.
say it on camera.
Right.
I fuck with you.
Give me my flowers.
Yeah, we don't have actual flowers, but we can digitize them.
And then he'll market those digital flowers and kill it.
Boom.
We can market them digital flowers, you heard?
Know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So for everybody that don't know, has been under a rock, this is a real interesting pod for us. This one,
Yeah.
because it's speaking directly to a bunch of our internet individuals that think that they do know marketing,
Right.
and it's good to have a guru.
Right.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Jens, man, thanks for being here. We're definitely happy that you're here. But tell everybody a little about yourself, man.
What's good, y'all? The name is Jens. Some call me Jens the Guru. I'm a digital marketer. Actually, I own an agency. Formed it in 2015. We work with all types of industries, but mainly I like playing inside of the entertainment space. So we deal with a lot of record labels, managers, up and coming artists, things of that nature. Sometimes we deal with influencers, people who got channels on social media outlets such as YouTube and so on. So we really build people up from zero to where they need to be. We do a lot of campaigns where we're working with people who are already certified stars, but that's not the fun thing to me. I mean, the fun thing is taking somebody from zero and really getting them where they need to be. So I don't even speak on the major things, because to me it's like, what does that even mean? Like, prime example. A little baby could drop a record. There's 30 guys working on that.
Yeah.
So to me, you don't get no props by claiming that.
Yeah, for sure.
Who have you taken from zero to lit? And that's what we do over here.
So I'm talking about.
Our guy said from zero to lit. I like that.
Yeah.
Jez, I might have to take that from zero to lit.
Yeah, we're gonna get a shirt about that.
Yeah,
Zero to lit, that's fine.
Zero to lit and put Jen's, you know what I mean? Expired.
Nah, that's dope.
But yeah, man. So I mean, I met Jen's. I don't know, man. 7 years ago, maybe we was on a panel.
Oh yeah, in DMV, right?
DMV area, yeah. So we was on a panel with our guy Q, right? So so I was we sat on the panel, and you know, you click with certain people. When people are giving information, you kind of tell who kind of does this stuff they talk about, and then you start watching each other's journeys, and you're like, you know what? That guy or that person or that woman, they really do what they say. Yeah. And it's been like that since, man. He's been, you know, for me, watching a marketer really market himself, which is the most craziest thing. I never really seen a marketer do stuff like that.
No, but that's what I like about your brand, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I met you not 7 years ago, but 7 minutes ago. So very similar, very similar. No, but the thing is that how you go about as far as taking whatever, insert brand, like you said, doesn't matter, but you brand yourself at the same time.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. And you know, I think that's where we start today.
Yeah.
Like what you had said, what the importance, of digital marketing is as far as in your eyes.
In your eyes.
Right. Well, it's funny y'all mentioned that about me branding myself for this, because I kind of do that because the person I came up under, like some few people, they will pretty much say that, like, that shows how you, like, where your chops are really at. Because there's a lot of people who say, oh, I do digital marketing, I could turn you up as an artist, this and that, whatever, or I could turn your brand up, this and that. And how do they go about getting that lead? Mm-hmm. They hop into DMs. You feel me? I feel like if you're truly an internet marketer, why aren't your leads coming from the result of your marketing?
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So the importance of digital marketing, that's what it is nowadays. Nowadays, if you have an offer, you could be the dopest in general. That's what's always been in life. You always hear about, oh, there's a guy I know who was better than Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
a guy was better than Michael Jackson. But guess what? Nobody knew who he was, whatever. So the importance of digital marketing is that you're allowed to go now, take control of your career and put yourself in front of the people. You know what I mean? You don't have to be hidden. And on top of that, you don't need to co-sign somebody else. You can take it into your own hands and go get that attention.
So question, how is that been with like the new landscape of how social media and the internet has kind of opened the world when it comes to like leads, and how do an artist or even a company take that into their own hand and come into a person like you?
Well, when people come to me, for the most part, here's the thing, right? It's one thing if you're starting from zero, because a lot of people just don't know, whatever. Lots of times when we're dealing with like bigger companies who've been around and they're looking to take advantage of what we have nowadays with the openness of social media and all that, whatever. Lots of times they have the moving parts in place, whatever. They just don't know how to put them together for the most part. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They'll have content, but they don't know that they have the content. So we'll have to organize the content from them, and then from there it's just about consistently stepping in front of the camera and talking about the benefits of your service. A lot of people don't understand that. Majority of people in the world are afraid of public speaking. They would rather die than speak publicly. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So those of you that are willing to actually do what others won't do, hop in front of that camera, you're gonna get all the money.
So that's what. So for
you're
me,
gonna get all the money.
Like you said, Mike, with the digital marketing and how he markets himself. That's when I started seeing his ads pop up on my feed.
100%.
I'm like, yo, this guy's. I would repost them. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, bro, you're a beast, because he's talking about himself, but also his service, and then he's doing it in different countries, which is even crazier. He's like in Switzerland and like you know what I mean, in like Turkey. Like, well, you know, not a lot of us go to Turkey. This guy's in Turkey doing content pieces, and then he's doing it. I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell's going on here? And that's the conversation that kind of broadens, the horizons for most people that are looking for somebody like yourself.
Yo, it's funny that you mentioned, though, right, yo? Because, we run these campaigns, and I be traveling all over the place, right? But traveling also opens up the marketing to you even more, because it's like before, like in April, I did a whole road trip in Italy. Drove like damn near 1,500 miles throughout the whole country. Went to this place, this place. back in the day, we used to not back in the day. I'm saying when we set up campaigns, we would target Italy because we know that Spotify, this is one of the places that moves the needle as far as traffic forward to the platform, whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's one thing to know that, but then to go to Italy and be in Milan and Little TJ is there that night performing, and everybody in the audience saying his song word for word, it becomes realer. You know what I'm saying? When you're in Turkey, you know what I'm saying, they're playing Pop Smoke, whatever. You know what I mean? Where you over here, so for those of you out there that can travel, whatever, you should take advantage of that, marketers, because it opens your eyes and it puts a face to the people that you're actually running traffic to. It's not just numbers. It's people who are actually consuming this content and actually living.
For
sure.
Now, question for you, like what you said, if you could travel, go there, right? Now, you said, and I love that, the zero to lit, right? Because that's what a lot of the audience for us, as far as with the pod, is like 0 to 1 million. It's like there's people that are grinding or whatever. So I wanted to ask you, if somebody's watching, right, and wants to travel to Italy, right, the marketing aspect of it, and especially you are, and I'm not gonna, you're a guru like that. Like seriously, it is.
His name is Jens the Guru.
Yeah, and it is what it is. It's like somebody that's at zero, somebody that has the talent, because unfortunately, the music business is completely different now. Yeah, we know that. You know what I mean? Like it's not, get a demo and it's all that. It's
right.
How do you pick and choose somebody? It's because I'm assuming you're at a point where, you may want my services, but I got to do some research on what you're doing or whatever.
Right.
How do you pick and choose those people so that they can work with you? And I'm assuming end up going to Italy because you.
Well, for the most part, we have like a questionnaire. That the people could fill out, and based on their answers, we'll know if we could take it to the next level or not, whatever. But the main thing that speaks out above anything, when it comes to the music aspect of the things, whatever, is going to be the content. That's a big driver. I mean, first the questionnaire, then I check out the content, see what they're working with. It's a little bit easier with music, I'm not gonna lie, but there's like sometimes we have clothing brands they'll reach out and they want me to do marketing for them and push their thing, whatever. Now, e-commerce is a whole different type of game, so it becomes another conversation where how much money are you already making inside the business, you know what I mean? Do you have a bunch of pieces of content? I mean, let me see the merchandise and things of that nature, because lots of times people will reach out and they just have a clothing line idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never ever try to sell a single piece of this thing, whatever, and what you're gonna come to me and give me X amount of dollars for X amount of month and feel like we're gonna start your company. You should already have some kind of motion going on. So it's really just vetting and going through vetting the people that approach me, the leads that come up to me, whatever, and then also going through their whole process, like their whole, what platform are you built or are you strong on? Do you have a foundation? Do you have a website? What payment process? What have you done in the past? Things of that nature. Just ask some questions.
So essentially going within their business and seeing what the infrastructure looks like.
Yeah.
So have you also done have other have YouTubers and podcasters reached out to you as well?
I've actually done campaigns for YouTubers, like mainly video game channels and stuff like, because they're on YouTube. Man, I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to this YouTube ad thing, I don't know if anybody really better than us, bro.
You heard it here first.
You can tell me Don friend.
Yeah,
you flexing already.
We really live on YouTube, whatever. So it's like,
that's good.
We just know how to grow our subscribers like crazy. Like, people run YouTube. It's funny because I be watching like marketers talk about YouTube, and they'll be talking about what campaigns don't work and this and that. I'm like, what the hell are y'all even talking? People just be talking to talk. What are y'all really doing out here? But we got campaigns that'll really grow our subscribers super crazy. So it works on all types of industries and all types of verticals and all that. You know what I mean? So I've done things for like people who do the vlogging every day. You know what I'm saying? Video gamers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We active out here.
And with the subscriber base, have you seen like any pushback from people thinking like people are buying? Because nowadays they be talking about people buying subscribers. Is it when somebody comes to you, do you have to like show them? How does that break down look like?
See, the thing is, I'm at a different space in my career, right? When I was first starting out, but I also, when I first started out in this space, whatever, I also didn't really care because I came from a space before that where I was real educated. Like when I was coming in, I never came into this. I'm convincing anybody to do this.
Correct.
I'm gonna state the facts, and I know that there's gonna be a few brave souls that get it, and they're gonna experiment with it. We're gonna dance, whatever. So I'm in a space in my career now where nobody questions that for me. I put too much information out there, too much content out there for them to question that, whatever. But for those of you on the fence worrying about, buying subscribers and all that. First of all, that's pointless in general. Buying bots and all that, because bots can't buy. Bots can't move. They can't influence anybody. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we have when we have these ads, we're buying ad space. You know what I'm saying? We're putting the content in front of real people. When you're watching something on TV, don't you get commercials? You know what I mean? Don't those commercials move you to go do something? So it's similar to the YouTube ads as well.
And the thing is, most people don't even see that. So because it's so easily accessible, they just think that it's randomly coming up there. No, it's strategically. They're strategic. All their ads that are on your YouTube, your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, all of it is
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, so everybody, and look at social media, right? So social media is a big network. Think of your account. You're just another channel, bro. So in between you doing your thing on your channel, people are gonna get commercials. You know what I mean? So that's all digital marketing is. Paid advertising is for the most part. And I like paid advertising because, like I said previously, whatever, you can put yourself in front of the people. You don't have to. Nobody's gonna gatekeep your attention, whatever. You feel me? It's like, no, we're gonna get it directly to the people. So
that's dope.
I'm gonna ask like a numbers question for somebody, like I said, because I feel like digital marketers are like back in my day, our day. Is like the publicist, right? Like you needed marketing because I need my face out there. What would you say as far as for somebody to come correct to you seriously? Because again, you have to invest in yourself. There's money involved. What would you say the bare minimum that you sit there and say, hey, we can do something with that to come to Jens? Because you're at a point. Like I'm not doing that because he and I even sit there with there's times it's like we can't really. I don't want to say waste our time, but it's like it's not worth it for us. So what would be like the low ball where you say, hey, this is kind of the minimum where somebody that thinks, his block says he's nice and this and that, like what do they got to get to
well,
get to you?
Quick correction, because you said the digital marketing is like publicist, whatever. Publicist is a whole different type of
No. I'm just saying as far as, because right now, I think the marketing aspect is clout, right? So publicist was clout for us, like you needed to be seen, that type of thing,
So as far as like pricing and stuff like that, whatever, that shit is so like, it changes, you feel me, yo? So I can't give a figure out there because you know what I mean? Because it also varies on how people react to the content, you know what I mean? Like prime example, I have my labor fee in place, what I charge to even do the work, you know what I mean? And we're not gonna do discounts and all that, because my time is my time, whatever. But then it varies as far as how people react to the content. Because I've had people where I've created bidding wars where somebody hired me and then an artist has spent like $16,000 in ads, whatever, and ad spend, whatever, and they got a deal worth like, I'm saying 8 figures plus, whatever. You feel me? But then also got another guy who probably spent another person who spent around 8,000 in ad spend, and he got a deal worth like 1.5. Then another person that spent,
and these are all facts, man, because these are all factual numbers in the sense of the deal structures that they got. Because I definitely understand, and I know the deals that they got. That's the perks of being on the other side.
So another person, they spent like 40,000, whatever, and then they got something worth like 330. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? People feel like, oh, that's a lot, whatever. But lots of times when you get these deals, the labels are going to reimburse you the money that you spent in ad spend, whatever.
Exactly.
So doesn't matter what it costs if you're going to get reimbursed and you're going to get more than you put in, whatever. So, you know what I mean? To get at me, I would say the best bet for you guys to do is hit the, go to my website, fill out a form, and we just start from there and see where it's at.
And you break it down, not to cut you, and you break it down when somebody reaches out to you, nondescript, you've never heard of the person before. Reach out, they say, hey, insert whatever amount. I have this, and then a lot of times, a lot of these kids, they don't really understand it, right? So do you break that down as far as like literally what you just said, like, hey, listen, we're gonna spend this, but the goal is to get this, and for you to get reimbursed. Is that like
what's funny? You know what's funny? It's funny you just meant, it's crazy, because I have a whole video breaking down my process, but the way you just broke it down like that, I think I'm going to do it like that. You know what I mean?
So say, look, we took zero to list.
This is the goal, this is that, whatever, and this is going to happen. They're going to reimburse, boom. Okay, that's a tighter way to break it down. Okay?
The only reason why I say that is because I know what we deal with, right? We deal with influencers, and the whole thing is and it's talent in general. And I think a lot of people now in these days, and I always go back to the clout aspect of it, it's like, yo, I'm better than that person. I want to do that, and I should be able to. I'm just going to get Jens, and Jens is going to get me here, and this is what and it's like, my man, hold on a second. This is what we're doing, and because we break it down, like, this is what we're doing. Sometimes this has to happen in order for this to happen, and then that'll happen, but it's like, you know, we in such a transactional world, and I can only imagine with
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Again, you're at a point, bro, that you
Yeah,
command this.
that is the gift and the curse too, because it's like people have seen me get so many artists lit. Like every 6 to 8 months on average, it's a new act. I'm getting to the next level. So some people will come to me and they'll think that I'm the end all be all.
Steroid.
I'm gonna fucking blow up, whatever. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's not necessarily the case, but I also feel like I do a good job of educating consistently in general. I let them know that at the end of the day, people have to decide. You know what I'm saying? So we have a whole video where we break down our process completely for the most part. But I'm realizing we could do it a little bit tighter, but even with that, it still has to be languaging, because people will see that they'll check it out and say like, so he's saying that if I do this, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's also too. It's the syndrome, because even if he say it,
they don't care.
They don't care because it's almost like how people only read the first 2 lines.
Yeah.
If you hear you say something, we.
But
like.
I'll say this. I'll say this,
you know?
right? When we do this marketing thing, though, you know what I mean. Our agenda. Look at me, guys. The agenda is never ever to get you a deal. That's not what we're doing, whatever, right? Our agenda is to basically get you directly to the people, so you can build a platform. And because we go about it that way, deals have came out. You know what I mean? My method is hyper independent. You feel me? Sure. I'm cut from that Master P club. You know that's where I'm at. Whatever.
We just spoke about this. Offline. We spoke about this offline about you work with a Latin artist. That's the definite definition of what it is, that you're going direct to consumer.
Direct to consumer, yeah. We're selling out the trunk of the car. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing with it. So
and these digital trunks, you heard?
Yeah, exactly. Digital trunks, yeah, exactly. It's just when you're on your business and you're dealing directly with people and transactions are happening and people are showing their support, you know what I'm saying? Other people who own businesses decide that in order to grow my business, it might be cool to connect with other business who's hitting this side pocket of the market, whatever. You feel me? So yeah.
And what's your success rate? Like, do you get content from artists or whoever, or even content creators that don't hit? And what does that look like?
See, it's the thing, right? What is considered success, right? Because a lot of people consider success the big record deal and the bidding war that I've seen him create for this artist, whatever. But if you ran a campaign, you didn't get a deal, whatever, but you got a ton of subscribers and you got people who are checking into your music now, you're better off than when you started. You know what I'm saying? That's a success. But a lot of artists don't have things in place. Like, it's funny, when I watch social media, I see people complaining about how much Spotify pays and how much, music business, this and that, whatever. But you're a business, though. You feel me, yo?
Yeah.
So guess what?
That's what happens.
You shouldn't be complaining about money. Go out there and ask for money. You know how many artists are like, oh yeah, I can't, I don't make no money, but you getting all this attention and you can't even for 1 second sit down and think, oh, let me put a quick design on a shirt and sell this. Your fans want to support you, yo.
Yeah.
Your fans already know that there's very little money in streaming. They know all these things, so they're looking for ways to support you, but you never ever put in ways out there to monetize your content. You know?
Now, is there ever a client? Because again, I'm glad that you had said that about the business side, and this is something that we always try to explain to people. Like, you got to be a business. You're not you're a person, and everybody hears I'm a brand. Okay,
yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't think people don't even know what that means.
No, but that's the thing is that because it's a word, it's trendy, right?
Exactly,
but the thing is, have you ever? And I'm not telling you to name anybody clearly. Have you been in situations where it's like, and I'll stay on the music side. The music, you're like, yo, I think I could really take this somewhere.
Yeah.
But the person, or whether it's him, the team,
her,
the team, and be like, you know what? It's not worth it.
It's terrible. It's the most unfulfilling, most terrible situation ever. I mean, to even because it happens a lot where it's like, yo, damn, this artist could change the world. But this artist did. I remember we had one of the most talented producers ever I've ever met. I mean, his whole thing was I don't work weekends. It's like, wait, what? I don't work weekends.
It's funny. We just had a conversation.
Yeah, so it's
the last part was about working weekends.
Yeah,
the importance of working weekends.
Yeah, exactly. So boom, you got that, whatever. You got people you got artists who are super talented, but they think they actually fly better than everybody in the room. They think they run the show. They have plans in their head to secretly cut everybody off that they're working with eventually. You got situations like that. You know what I mean?
People have put you in predicaments that let's say the management or their team get you and you and the artist in the room. Then y'all start moving months in, the artist then hits you up to kind of move them out?
Oh yeah, that's happened, whatever. But there's no inward for me. That's really. You can't even afford to pay for your own services, or what are we talking about?
Yeah.
You feel me? You feel me?
But the reason why I asked that is because I know that that's a reality. Like it doesn't matter what business you is, because we deal with that with corporate businesses.
Right.
We deal with that with people that are like, oh, you deal with them, but can you just deal with us too? Or deal with us now?
I really don't get involved in too much of that. Because things like that cause confusion, and I like to have like very little confusion as possible. But it's happening all the time. But this artist, it's to the point where I just expect it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny. I remember last year, my partner Tamara, she works inside of my agency, right?
Yo, big up Tamara, right?
Yeah. So, anyways, I remember last year one of my best campaigns. People don't know, like, she was actually behind it. You feel me?
Oh, wow.
And I seen her getting excited. Like, she's an optimization beast. Like, now I set campaigns up with her.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I set up campaigns, and then I tell her, go in there, chop it up, and then boom, 2 days later, that shit's working way better. But anyways, right? Mm-hmm. So anyways, so she getting excited over these acts, and I'm like, all right, we gonna see. You feel me? The direction.
Yeah.
And she just couldn't see. She's like, they're like my little babies. They're gonna this and that. I'm like, okay, you gonna see.
So you will vastly find out they're not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they had a point where they had a record that was going crazy. Posted all these A&Rs reaching them. What's the news on them? What's going on? This and that. So I told her to tell them, listen, you got this attention. What's going to happen is your campaign stops around this time of the year, whatever. Make sure you have enough to come back, but also make sure you have enough money for ad spend to keep this going, keep it going, so that you can close out, whatever.
Correct.
They totally didn't do none of that. They dropped the ball, but you see them on social media living the life, this and that, blah blah. So they didn't drop the ball, and then when it was the opportunity to continue the momentum, whatever, they just didn't come back to like mad months later, and then they still didn't run the ads, and then this and that, and the whole year passed. It's just now it's nowhere.
Wow.
So it's like boom. So now she understands it. It's like it doesn't matter what it looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It depends on it depends mostly on the person and how they see their business. Because clearly they didn't see the business and what was going on.
Well, I think that's the problem with a lot of people, right? It's like it's beyond just the talent. You know how they always say music. It's more business and people just don't get it. They just don't get it. It's like the talent. They feel like you're again a steroid. Yo, I'm gonna get with Jens and I'm lit and I'll see y'all later. You know what I mean? They don't realize that there's work to get with somebody like a Jens. It's like you're gonna have to do more work. And if you're sitting there and that's the question. Do you guide them, right? Do you sit there, hey, somebody comes to you, and then be like, hey, I think you should
when things are moving a certain way, when we know it could perform better, we'll tell them. But it's like if they don't do it, I promise that we got another client recently where it was like, we had a call with them, whatever, because they were saying that they felt like something could be converting a little bit better. And I'm like, actually it could. Do this, whatever. And then they didn't do it. So it's like, what are we talking about? And every time I tell them, you should try this, implement this, they don't do it, then what happens? You feel me? I remember one time we got a call, last year we had a call with a kid, somebody in another genre, right, And they called me, they're like, I see you getting these other guys' results, and I feel like you're not giving me the same attention, this and that. And I'm like, no, we told you to do certain things. She's like, okay, now we're willing to listen. You know what I'm saying? We'll do whatever you tell us to do. So the next video drops a week later, and I say, this intro's too long. Can you cut this? No.
I mean, but look, hold on. But you know, you know what happens though is because artists are listening, like artists that are not essentially successful, they're listening to everybody else. Like, you have to listen to the artist. Don't listen to nobody. If your art is a certain type of way, if your intro is long, if that's what you wanted to do. That's what you. But the thing is, that's just the way nowadays. That's what everybody's listening to.
And they listen to their circle, which is not
who knows nothing.
We'll do this and do that.
And people in their circle don't even like them. Like, come on, bro. You feel me? And it's so crazy because it's like, I done did this so many times. We done recreated new stars so many different times. We done worked so many campaigns. I know what it looks like when it's forming. You feel me? And I also know that, if it doesn't happen now, you'll never ever be able to. This is the best situation for somebody to break through. If it doesn't happen now, it'll never ever happen. And I be thinking like as deep as like, somebody can go into their life, like in their next life, whatever, when they pass, and they look back, they'll be able to see that, damn, that was the moment right there where my dream could have came true. You feel me? But people get in their heads, they get in their own way.
Yeah, I think people's circle really fucked them up, right? Like, cause you sit there and it's like what you're saying, hey, cut that intro. Now this is you, because you're looking at it from a marketing lens. This is what we think, and this is what's worked, and I have the resume, right?
Yeah.
But my man's in them. There's, everybody said it's dope. Who's everybody, my man? Who's everybody? And there's three people.
Listen, we be having clients sometimes, they be like, because my whole thing is this: when somebody come on board with me, all that deadlines and release dates, none of that means nothing to me. The only date that matters is when the ad platform says that this can go. You feel me? They'll be like, I told all my fans that. I'm like, fuck your 5,000 fans. We'll get you 5,000 views the first few hours that you drop it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
so, question: what is the best platform do you think that is used? Is it Facebook? Instagram?
So boom, I put on my page the other day the 5 biggest social media platforms to the world, because people be trying to act like they know, this platform don't matter. Number 1 is Facebook, right? Yeah. Number 2 was YouTube. Number 3 was Instagram. Number 4 was TikTok, and number 5 was Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? So we run ads on all these platforms. We know how to make things shake on all these platforms. But which one is the best to me? Yeah. Right now, I mean, YouTube is the main stage. YouTube's always going to be the main stage to me. Whatever, and to me, it's a cosign platform. If you can, boom, a dope ass point I made when I was on Instagram Live the other day, because some people be like, I want to go viral on TikTok, this and that, blah blah. But to me, YouTube is the main stage, because after you get lit on one of those platforms, the first thing a label and AR gonna do is go hop on your YouTube, see how strong you are. If you got a strong YouTube presence after going viral on TikTok, okay, now you're an artist. If you're going just viral on TikTok, you're a TikTok artist. You feel me? Yeah, so to me, YouTube is the best platform, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then
and you also get paid from YouTube.
Exactly.
You use it correctly, you get paid thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, man. They got artists who not even artists no more, they're just doing YouTube strictly.
We got some content creators that we know that make hundreds of thousands of dollars on YouTube.
So it's YouTube. Then after that, I know when we're running paid advertising, Instagram is very easy to make people in the music industry see you. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, that's the cheapest platform to get somebody to leave the platform. I mean, so if you're trying to get somebody to go, you want your streams to climb, TikTok is the platform to make that jump like really cheap, whatever, and you get like instant results. So I'm really liking TikTok. Hence the reason why we created a new offer that combines.
Yeah, I saw that today. I saw
that's a gem right there, bro. Because a lot of things, even as far as from the influence aspect of it, and that's a true gem. And I hope everybody listen to it, rewind what he said.
Yeah.
Did they still rewind? Or just go back?
They probably
whatever.
Go back.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is to transition to get somebody to go from one platform to the other. And if you're seeing that from music, go from TikTok to be able to take them somewhere else. That's huge. Right. You know what I mean?
And then Snapchat's a real good platform too. It's a sleeper platform. I love that everybody sleeps on it, because it's one thing. It's not a lead. It's not something you lead the campaign with, but it's something you keep sizzling in the background, whatever. You feel me? Like sizzle, and then like 9 months down the line, 90 days down the line, you'll check in and see, we actually have momentum with this, whatever. One of the most slept on platform is one of the most powerful platforms. Facebook, yo. And what's so crazy is it's the traffic there is so highly targeted and it's so cheap because nobody's going there. They're gonna run to the Instagram side. I remember getting one guy so lit that labels came to him off of just the Facebook, and it was making all the other platforms grow. You know what I'm saying? But you guys gotta look at the numbers. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you from my personal experience, the platforms are lit and how we utilize them. But I seen somebody in my comments saying that he took the label, all the labels reached out to him, whatever, and then they were just they couldn't get over the fact that because he had a super viral presence on Facebook, but his TikTok was weak, so they discarded him, this and that. And I'm like, bruh, I told him like your problem is if you super lit on Facebook, you should just start selling to your fans, selling to your fans. Or you do that enough, they're gonna change their tune. But you can't listen to these people in the buildings. There's people, you know what I'm saying?
But that's too, Scarlet Country. That's like Country Wayne on Facebook. He was able to, from a content creator and a comedian standpoint, he was able to take that audience and become mega rich.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You can't listen to somebody in the I've heard this. I've been hearing this a few times. They'll go into a meeting and they go, your TikTok ain't this and that. I mean, these people, the people saying that aren't even the ones who cut the checks, So what we even worrying about what the hell they talking about?
And on top of that too, like Snapchat also pays too. Just
people getting checks.
Snapchat also pays too. So the best thing is that when an artist or even a content creator, for me and Mike, for us, what we're doing is that we tell them to start flooding the platforms, right? And then on top of that, we because let's say they're not making any deals per se, but these platforms you listen, you can start making money, and you can make money instantly if you do the content pieces that are essentially compelling to your audience.
Actual fact.
And that's one of the biggest things that with Mike and I, we let them know, like, yo, listen, target these platforms because they help.
Yeah.
But sometimes certain people only see one platform because this is their main platform and they don't want to go nowhere else. Yeah. And that sometimes is the hardest part of it.
Because it is kind of hard because it's like you gotta something new comes out, you gotta learn the whole thing all over again. You gotta build over here. You know what I mean? But hey, if you don't want to live a regular life, you're gonna do what the average person won't do.
That's a fact.
So you know what I mean?
But most people don't listen. The thing, but with that. That's why this digital marketing is dangerously important, right? And most people won't even take the jump. But one, because they think they don't want to have it in their budget, especially because how inflation is. Two, they're not looking about investing into themselves, right? And that goes with understanding, like, let me put something away so I can create this thing for myself. Yeah. I have this talent that I need to be seen throughout the world, and I'm only capping. I need to go someplace else to break that cap also. And they don't believe that they can get there because of sometimes the finances.
Well, here's the thing, guys, right, everything in life is an investment, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing about it, right? You guys, this is one of the dopest things to invest in. Because, when we talk about economies and this and that, whatever, right, whenever things are down, entertainment and consumption of intellectual property is always up. Yeah. You feel me? So this is the thing to invest in. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people in this world are consumers. If you look at yourself as a business, you're a producer. You know what I mean? So you produce the content for people to consume. You're at a good place to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, this is the thing. Do what the hell you say you're gonna do. I mean,
I think that's the thing is that as much as we're in the content influencer talent space, we spoke about how being in this space is a low cost of entry because literally just your mom and dad buys you phone and now you do what you do. Yep. Right. The thing is
consistently.
Right, and then you're getting all this information easily, right? And the information that you're getting a lot is, especially on the music side, own your masters. And it's like. People like, yo, I want to own my masters, like, but financially, are you able to, like, should I get a deal? Should I do this? And I'm assuming that you deal with that too, right? Like, it's like somebody comes to you and be like, yeah, I'm doing this because, I heard that I gotta own my masters. I gotta do this.
Most people don't even know what their masters.
Yeah, but I be telling people, I be like, let the lawyers be the lawyers for now. Right. Your main concern now is connecting with the people and creating income from yourself through the people. You feel me? Y'all get too way into this thing. Like y'all a lot of things are very cringe to me. A lot of things like really tick me off when I be watching this content, this and that. You know what I mean? Like you'll have guys post this super, let's stay independent. We don't need the labels. We don't need this and that, whatever, blah, blah. But the only people who've been successful at going independent are people who were within the label structure for mad long, and then they broke off. So like, don't believe the hype that these guys are talking
listen,
out here.
I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of those artists that were signed or had a distribution deal, but then also had a distribution with like some other services within the label has become successful. Right. One of the most successful independent artists in the world is Tech Nine. Yeah. And that and 100% like independent. They did it from he went to a partnership with somebody. Yeah.
But do they have what it takes? A lot of you guys talking all that. Do you have? Are you willing to do the work that you know what I mean?
That's why I like what Russell's doing. Yeah. He took his thing in his own hand and created his own system. And a lot of other individuals are doing such. I like those kind of individuals because of the thought process is that I'm gonna take my destiny in my own hands, and then whatever comes, and if a deal structure does come, it has to fit what I want.
Right. Exactly.
And that's the thing. He said it didn't fit. Nothing fit what he wanted, and he just created his own thing. Yeah. And that's for me, and for what here this group that we're doing is that I want to know how do we translate that with content creators. So like because you've been super successful with artists, have you say, you know what, let me partner up with a content creator or content creators, and let's see if we can put a different type of campaign together that can push the same needle as you've done before.
We've done it a few times, definitely for sure. And what's so crazy is with the content creation part, the ads work even crazier with that. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just about sometimes them deciding to stick with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like I said, when we get content creators, whatever, there'll be like, people who want people to take their music serious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's one thing, but when we ran ads to this thing that you do over here, where people are already a fan of you, it just converts super crazy. But people do what the hell they want to do, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Sometimes people are musicians at heart, and then they got into this other thing first to get attention to music, and then they got lost in this type of thing. Which is why I like TikTok ads, because you don't gotta do the memes, you don't gotta do the dances, you don't gotta be crazy. You can just make it all about the music. So.
Yeah, nah, but that's good. But that's good to know, because at one stages we were getting calls for TikTok like campaigns, like, can you have somebody do this dance?
Oh my
like,
God!
Yeah. We was getting those. Can you have somebody do a trend? I'm like,
yo,
what if the trend don't go?
Trend. Oh, let's talk trends and challenges, yo.
Yeah.
The best trend and challenge on TikTok is the one where you put your content in front of people, and somebody on their own decides, let me do this, whatever, and then it takes off. That whole, let me give somebody $15,000, this and that, and then, like you said, they could try to create something.
Yeah,
they don't go nowhere.
Back, like maybe a few years back, people were saying like, yo, Don, can this trend work? I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. Like, and at that time, that's when TikTok's algorithm was the Wild Wild West. Yeah. So it still is, but in the sense of like, bro, I do not know.
But that's the thing, is because when you're in positions, it's like literally had somebody DM me, yo, we're gonna do this. Can you guarantee me?
Guaranteed,
like,
bro.
I can't guarantee you anything.
Yo,
this is advertising.
Somebody sent me a list the other day. Sometimes we got like past customers, they'll come back to us, whatever, and somebody, I guess, pitched them a whole list of services, this and that, and he's like, what you think about it? I'm like, look like somebody trying to sell you some shit that sound good. You know what I mean? You're like, yo, how you gonna say, we're gonna push this so you get 1 million views, we're gonna push this so you get this amount of subscribers, or this amount of you know what I'm saying, what is that? 50,000 followers on Instagram, this and that, whatever, yo. You can't like determine these numbers with a set price, yo. You feel me? Right. Because, let's just say somebody charged you $10,000 to do all these things, whatever, yo. It's auction-based bidding, yo. You feel me, yo? Yeah. You're buying traffic based on what another person's willing to pay for, whatever. Yep. And it also comes down to how people react to the content. People like the content, then your costs will drop, and then maybe you can hit it within inside of their budget, whatever. But you won't know that until you run the ads, yo. So you feel me? So when you ask about pricing, I'm like, it varies. You feel me?
But people don't understand that, right? Because you could sit there literally, and things can be bought, right? So and the same thing with us. Like, I'd ask you, because I was wondering as far as price-wise, but people ask us for rates. I don't have rates.
Yeah, we don't have rates.
What is it that you're looking to do? And we can't guarantee, because what can happen in a scenario like what you're talking about, hey, this is $10,000. They can literally go and buy all these things and maybe $7,500, and they just made it, $2,500. But it don't matter. Yeah. But you know why you want that? It's because of your mans. Yeah. You want people to see, oh damn, he grew up and he grew and he grew. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I had somebody early on in the year, and their whole concern was just like, yo, I want to trend this and that, whatever, yo.
Trend on what platform?
On YouTube, whatever.
Okay.
I mean, this and that,
whatever.
Because they see me do it a few times with a few people, whatever, this and that, and I tend to like not really care to work those type of things, whatever, because it's like, yo, man, I don't ever go into this on some like, yo, let me find a hack that just makes this shit happen all the time. It's because people are rocking with the content, and that happens as a result. You feel me, yo? Yeah. I don't like that.
And on top of that, everybody's different.
Yeah, exactly.
So how you get yours is not the way I get mine.
Right, exactly.
But the thing is that, like Mike says, everything is so cookie cutter because of social media, and everybody's watching everybody else's success. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants everybody else's success instead of their own.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And I think, for us, because we deal with content creators, and we deal with an array of content creators. Right. So we have different comedians, we have different type of content, and I think that's why when we do get the traffic we get, and a lot of it is organic, but when we do get the traffic we get, it's because it's something that people haven't seen yet. And then they buy into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and people think we are steroid.
Yeah.
And it's like, because they sit here and it's like, hey, I want that. And again, it's always number based. A lot of it is I want those amount of followers. It's like, listen, what your brand is may not generate that. Right. But you may generate 50,000 followers, but how do we cultivate that for a business?
It's always about numbers. Just somebody reached out to us today, they were trying to buy a $50,000 package, whatever, and we was like, well, this is the first time you're dealing with us. We don't want to take your 50,000. How about we try a smaller run? You know what I'm saying? Right. I want to do a big campaign. I want this amount. I'm like, yo, bro, you don't even know this. I stay telling people about like, yo, bro, it doesn't matter what it costs. It matters about, like, yo, the effect
result.
of the results. You know what I mean? Because I've also told people there's a good million, there's a bad million.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you could get 1 million views, whatever, but you can also get like 3 comments and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
5 likes, whatever. But then there's also like, yo, okay, cool, this campaign's going cool. Your subscribers coming in, comments are coming in, likes are coming. Now we can scale it up the right way so it can be impactful. You know what I mean? But like you said, people care about these numbers, and I want to buy the biggest thing. I want to do this and that, whatever. You feel me? Like, nah.
Now that's how we are.
Jens, you're in the circle of trust.
Yeah. But listen, the reason why is because we've gotten so many people reach out to us about, you know, doing campaigns or working, and hey, we want to do this campaign. You know, here's the money, and they throw these astronomical numbers like. And Mike and I sitting here like, okay, cool. They looking at us like, all right, so you guys gonna do it? And we're like, no, we're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we gotta figure out what it is. Like that's why, like I said, you know, I joked about you're in the circle, but I was joking about it. But the thing is that like we handle our business the same exact way. Like you're not gonna just say, hey, here's the number, okay, let's go, and we say yes, and then we figure out. How we are is like, let's figure out what we're doing first. Then we figure out if it's gonna translate, because at the end of the day, there was one, and you know the one that I always go back to. Dude wanted to give us 6 figures a month for a 6-month campaign. He was super arrogant.
Oh my God, who you talking to, son? You're not gonna
Exactly.
talk like
That's the name of the pod.
Out of here, yo.
What are you saying or who you talking to? That's
What, yo?
No, but the thing was, it was like after, you know, we had the conversation, we had a bunch of calls, and we were like, yo, we're not going to do it. He's like, you're not going to do it. He's like, do you know how much money I'm trying to give? It doesn't matter. Because what happens is that those 6 months, bank account looks great, but then what happens? We knew he wasn't going to get what he was expecting.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he's going to talk, oh, I work with Mike and Don from this group, and they took my money and nothing happened. Nah, be good.
Well, you know, we could take your money.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's the easy part.
Yeah.
But I think most people are, for me, sometimes I think they're a fan of getting their money taken.
Yeah, I think they just want to be doing something, like to feel like that, because like what you were saying as far as the advice of like you gave them the best campaign.
Yeah.
We got connected with somebody, and this girl, D1 athlete, right?
Oh.
She had a product, and she had won $50,000.
Yes.
Right. So they said, hey, I want to get them on a call with you for marketing purposes.
For marketing purposes.
So you know, as a business, hey, $50,000, you want to do something, okay, but we have to have the conversation. And after the conversation, Don and I were like,
nah, you're not even ready.
You're not ready for this, because what happens? Like, what happens if we do this and somebody wants to buy 1 million of these? Are you prepared for that?
Exactly.
You can't do that.
Right.
So, and for us as a job, we'd be like, we did our job, but we care about you enough to sit there and be like, not ready yet.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
The fact, she was on the phone and she was just like, she said, yo, thank you.
Yeah.
And she's like, and we was like, why? She goes, she said, you guys are not the only guys I spoke to, but everybody was already taking money.
Yo, when this marketing is so murky, it's very few marketers I rock with. Like Donovan, you see me here, whatever, yo.
Yeah.
Like I did another interview with a brand man, Sean. He got a platform on YouTube, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I only connect with people who I know who really doing it, because I don't fuck with marketers. These guys are murky. These guys are very like, shifty, weird.
Murky marketing incorporated.
And the crazy part is, I'm gonna tell you, anytime that something is going crazy, Jens calls me like, yo, I see you out here.
Yeah.
I promise you. Every time something goes, nigga, what are you doing? Wait. Hold up. I'm calling you right. We get on the phone, and he's like, yo, what is going on? So for me, and because it's the same with me, I'm like, yo, bro, what, you in Iceland? What's going on? But those conversations, though, that goes to show the mutual respect that we respect what we do, and it's always gonna come full circle, because that's what happens when people respect what each other doing.
Good energies, bro.
Good
you want to
energies
work
happen.
with good people. That's the thing, is people forget that there's people involved in all of this digital stuff. There's people here that are doing this so that you can see what you can see, and that actually care about your pockets, about your business, about your career. Because there's enough. We always say the asshole people, that's already covered. That position's filled. That's not us. The position's already filled, and we good. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing. Like even with that, like. So Jens had called me, this is like 2-3 months back. And he's like, yo, thank you. I'm like, thank you for what? And he's like, yo, bro, he was on Hilarity 7, he was talking, and he gave out some real dope information, right? And he's like, yo, thank you, Drewski. And he's like, yo, but you know, the reason why I was on that show is because they heard you talking about me.
Yeah.
But that goes to show, what does that do? That shows you when you're not in the room or something and people are talking about you and bigging you up, what does that do? That shows the authenticity of that person. Because I don't have to and you don't got to, but we do, and you don't. We do it because that's what good business people do, and that's what people that's in this space, we're supposed to show the love to the people.
Right. And move with integrity and stuff like that, yo. It's like I've always like prided myself on that, like just being a straight shooter inside of this business and not having to play dirty. Like yo, they'll have marketers who are like, yo, talk down on me just so they can close a deal. These are people I've never done business with. Me, I know certain marketers are weird, and I'm like, I'd rather not even speak. I can't speak on what they do. All I know is about what I do. I don't got to talk down on nobody to close a deal. I don't care to do that, but a lot of people feel like they move with fear-based, you know what I'm saying, fear-based thinking and stuff like that. I got people take my campaigns and they'll run around and say that they did, or people who they literally got somebody who I know running around telling people he told me everything I know and he owned my agency and weirdo things.
I gotta ask you off camera because I remember somebody had mentioned your name to me. Yo, you know Jens Grew, and I knew you had the relationship because I'd never be like, yeah, that's my man. You know what I'm saying? My partner knows him, whatever. It's like, yeah, he told me everything I know, and I gotta remember who it is. So I got a few students. That are killers out here. You know what I mean? That I have taught. We just got to make sure it's really that, because a lot of people try to ride this train, man.
And remember, you're also still competing. It's still a competitive market, and that's with us. Is that you know we're as they call us a minority company. Is a Spanish and black guy, and we're essentially stomping in different waters, right? And when we start moving in those type of spaces, is when we create a tsunami because we're different.
Let's talk about competition. You said something now so fast. Something in the space, whatever, right? Because it's crazy. I have a course, whatever. I had a masterclass where I taught a bunch of people to run the campaigns just like me, whatever, right? And you know what's funny, because that sounds like it would create competition, whatever, but I had a whole different outlook on it. I had a hypothesis what would happen, and it actually did happen. Like, I trained a few people that run campaigns just like me, but I know everybody interprets content different.
Correct.
So what happened was, people will take it and they'll start from there, but then they'll spin out and get into some other things, whatever. And then what will happen is the best students, we all then had a powwow, and we came up with even flyer techniques based off of that shit, whatever. So it's a competitive space for sure. You feel me? But it doesn't have to be a treacherous competitive.
That's why I say with us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Creating that tsunami for us though. In certain other areas, it is a treacherous because here we come. We're not suited and booted to go talk to these individuals. We're not, and most of those managers are all uptight. And here we come with a different type of lingo, a different type of concept, and our pillars is trust, honesty, integrity, and success. We have something that they haven't seen. Our content creators look like us. And they come from the quote unquote inner cities. And you know what that does is that also they're the ones that create a lot of the trends. So when we come around, we start stomping, people will be like, wait a minute, this is what they do with their talent. Don't speak to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's something that Mike and Don says that isn't going to be impactful. And we don't poach clients. Majority of the clients we've got has come to us, or somebody has referred them. So these are the things that I'm saying, like, we're in uncharted waters at this moment. Being that you're able to create a dope freaking circle of trust with your own people. With us, we've created that because we definitely have strategic partnerships. But then on the outside of it, we're now battling, the individuals that are.
That happens, though.
We're out here
people, man, you don't got to throw salt in the game. But on the same note, whenever it comes back to me, because it always comes back to me, it feels good because it's like you got to resort to that. I don't. Shit is up. You feel me? I'm never gonna play dirty to win out here.
Hold on. We got an email. I'm not gonna say the name yet, right? We got an email, and it's probably been one of the top. I ain't gonna mention the name yet. We blessed you. An email the other day, right? The name of the problem. I'm not gonna say the name yet, but it's probably one of the biggest YouTubers, right?
Yeah, 100%.
His manager said to another company, you should contact this group. Mind you, we don't know the said manager, right? So, and the thing is that he saw the email, sent it, and he circled it look what the name said that came that referred him to us.
And what did I say in the text?
And he was like, we out here.
I said, just know we fucking out here.
Yeah, nah, because then, you know, what happens is those that shit like that kind of validates. I mean, we definitely, you know, we don't need no vouchers or no validations,
exactly.
but the fact that people are watching that are not even closely into our circle. 'Cause I was thinking, once he told me, I'm like, yo, who do we know that's around him?
Yeah, yeah,
and I'm like, yo, I don't have nobody that's directly connected to that person.
Yo, you know what's funny though? It's like that's what happens when people are actually actively running their businesses, whatever. People are reversing engineering things all the time. So it's like if you got your hands in the mix, somebody who really cares enough, they're going to piece that thing together. Like, you feel me? Like, oh, that's who they're using. That's who, you feel me?
But the fact that it was, because they know us as being managers too.
Okay.
And they know us as being, I'm pretty sure, because if they referred them, but they know us as being also an agency and a media company. And for that person to refer this company to us, they could have took the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they sent it our way.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
That's interesting.
We're going to see.
We're going to see.
Keep you posted.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted.
Word.
Yo, so.
Yeah, we at the end of this.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun. But
This.
Jen, I know you're a fan of the show. No, but we have
A friend of the show.
Definitely.
There you go.
A friend
of the show, Fots.
Fots.
You heard.
Oh, friend of the show. Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why people
Fots.
thought Fots was
Friend of the show. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
we got two.
Acronym guy. Shout out Webstar.
Yeah, Webstar.
Anyway.
Yo, Webstar. That was good, my guy.
Anyway, so now is goalkeeper, and I like that somebody is here because I'd usually be like, "Oh, you go first."
Yeah.
Now you get to go first. So it's literally a goal that you have in a week, something that you want to set within a week. It's not the 5-year plan and all that. You know what I mean? But what type of goal would you like to set in?
My goal is going to be very, very corny, but we have these. We have new offers that we want to create for 2024 so we can give more value to our clients. So I want to make sure that's finished and have my new deck done, you know what I'm saying? And I want to tap in with my website lady so we can start implementing those changes on the site. So
That's not corny at all.
Hey.
to me, I mean, it's like...
That's not corny.
No, that's not corny.
Yeah.
I love that.
Nah.
You should have heard some of our goals in the past.
Yeah.
Finish up and so trust me, we there.
I gotta go that doesn't count though. I want to see Godzilla minus before the week's out too. That movie look like so fire.
Yeah, that's funny. So my goal for the week, I guess around this time I do my
Build wells.
Nah, I built a well. This guy, he says that he didn't know that I built a well, but I built a well in Gambia.
He
Okay.
executive produced it.
Yeah, I mean,
He didn't build it.
well, yeah, I didn't physically build the goal. I mean, build a well. I'm building goals,
Go ahead.
but yeah,
I just like to build.
but yeah. So my goal, I usually go through this thing that before the end of the year, just go through this like purging and kind of like contact the individuals that I contact throughout the year, and just make sure everybody's contacts is the same, and if they moved up into their positions, or if they're not, they're the same, just so that for 2024 I'm able to kind of reach out back out, because that's where budgets is, this is that. So what I do is I go through this contact list, and I just these people I talk to throughout the year.
Yeah,
so it's not like they're just getting a message from me now,
Right.
but I'm like, yo, is email still the same? Is this it? Are you still working at such and such? Are you doing this and you're doing that? And I'm doing all of these things. I'm going through this list, and I'm just hitting these nuts, and I'm hitting. I just want to complete all of that, because 2024 is going to be a huge year for this company.
This is a good idea. Let's steal this. Remind me to do this.
Yeah. But essentially that's my goal, to make sure that I complete that this week, which is tomorrow, and just start building out the list for 2024, because we have a lot going on in 2024.
100%. Clearly I'm doing the same as him as far as we're getting the company structured. We have an event coming up. Also want to lock that down.
Yeah.
Let me know. I want to pull up.
Oh no,
Hold on.
yeah.
We gotta see, Jens. We gotta see.
We got
No, I'm just messing with you.
we got you.
Now you in the circle. You in the circle. You in the circle, bro. You in the circle.
Yeah.
Just getting all that stuff together. Also on my personal journey, looking to lose a pound every week. Looking to do that, and then also start the whatever I like to start when. By the time this comes out, I like to start my New Year's resolutions like on the 11th or 12th. Because what happens is that it takes 21 days to form a habit.
Yeah.
The 21st day is January 1st.
Facts.
So I like, if there's a change that I want to do, I do it starting then. The gym aspect of the health, it's leading into 2024.
You know what's crazy? My best years were the years where I started my New Year's early. If I start my New Year's early, like after the ball drops, it's fun.
Because you gotta wait because it really starts in February anyway. You know?
For real, exactly.
But that's why this goalkeeper keeping these goals for this week is definitely key and crucial for our new year.
Yeah,
because 2024 is definitely. It's going to be crazy. Closing it out too with the event is going to listen, man. We're going to be doing these things.
Building more for 2024.
Yeah, I'm saying it's going to be dope, man. It's a members only type situation.
Yeah.
So it's
we're
only
going
to talk to you about it. Members only type situation, and we're building that because we don't see it. We see it for other things, and we don't see it for what we do.
Right.
So we're building these things, but we'll talk about it some more.
Yeah. Cool. And then the last thing. Being that the Yankees got Juan Soto, I'm so glad.
He mentioned it at the beginning, and he made sure he mentioned it at the end.
Verdugo, I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Soto. It's pitch clock. Mm-hmm. Pitch clock. So you have literally 20 seconds to look into the camera.
Yeah.
Gabo will count you down because what happens in baseball is if after 20 seconds, if the pitcher don't throw the pitch, it's a ball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you have 20 seconds. And you look in the air, camera, and do whatever it is. Gabo, we good? John, we good? Start the clock? All right.
What up? Yeah. Jen's the Guru over here, on one of the best marketing agencies in the world when it comes to turning up artists, turning up labels, turning up content creators. If you need help, get your platform out there, definitely reach out to us.
Yeah.
Could have did it better, bro.
Yeah.
Another one. No balls, pause. Jens. Jens, a.k.a. Trends the Guru. That's his new name. Trends the Guru.
But
we good, right?
Yeah, we good, man. Yo, Jens, thanks again, brother, for coming through.
Thank you for inviting me.
Definitely appreciate it.
How they follow you? So, all the...
Oh, Jens the Guru on Instagram. That's a good place to start. Or my website, jenstheguru.com. Tap in.
You know what I'm saying?
And just so you know, please like, comment, share,
subscribe,
all that stuff. Let me see the digital. You put it in there. You know what I mean? However that goes, and follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, right?
Pod.
And then This Group Inc. And then always remember, listen to the pod. We're on a listening spree.
Yeah, we're on a listening spree. Yeah, listening spree. YouTube is doing well though.
Yeah, we out here.
Yeah, we probably gonna working with Jens, but you know what I mean. Listen, all our close buddies that come on our pod, I'm always pitching. So, but man.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Peace.